Hello, welcome back to the One True Red podcast. And today is Champions League draw day. And if Liverpool and Arsenal both win those ties, we could be watching them meet in a Champions League final later on back in May. But one team's got a harder route, and one team's got a very easy route. And we're going to start with you, Uche, because you've been adamant that Liverpool are going to win this tournament. Do you still hold that position?
It was a terrible.
You have to. No, stop the stuttering. You have to hold that position.
It was a terrible draw.
Why was it? Wait. Who was trying to kick it? For weeks, yeah, this guy said the only team they need to avoid is Arsenal.
No, I said Arsenal and PSG, but clearly you don't listen. So there you go.
I was going to get to that.
So, yeah, when I saw that, I was not very pleased, to be honest. But it is what it is. It's done now. All you could do is move forward. So yeah, if we get knocked out by PSG, you just shrug, isn't it? That's what you can do. But anyhow, we get out of that draw, that side of the draw, especially against PSG, I think we'll win it for sure. So that's almost a certainty for me. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I wasn't very pleased, I ain't gonna lie, when the draw was made on that. I wanted to be on the other side of the draw.
There was a 50-50 chance that was going to happen, Uche. And
happened.
You knew a few. When did they do that bit of the draw? They did like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, but it's happened now, isn't it?
You knew this.
No.
And
you didn't know that.
Happy.
No, we didn't. Thank you, Aki.
You didn't. It's only today that you've been
one thing or another.
Yeah, that's very specific. We
knew Uche's looking beyond the next round. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, but I was, yeah. But on the fuck, I thought we were gonna be on the other side. But it didn't happen, so it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and change my mind on PSG. But having said that, I'll see some encouraging signs. Against Monaco, they didn't look on it. There's a few physical issues that they've been having all season. I hope that gets worse before we play them. But, at the end of the day...
I hope they get injuries, wow.
Yeah, no, I said I hope that the physical issues, not injuries.
Yeah, injuries.
Physical issues. No. There's two different things.
Wait, explain what physical issues are to you then.
Not being fit, like they're not closing down. They're not closing down the gaps. They're not what they used to. They're still struggling from obviously having won the Champions League to go into the World Club Cup, those kind of things. So I feel like I thought they would have filtered it out by now, but it's clear evidence that they're still struggling to cope with all that demand. Having said that, the league that they're in helps them a lot during these times, and he's going to help them again. They'll probably play on Fridays before the Champions League nights. They'll probably rest their whole 9 or 10, 11 outfield players before those games. So, yeah, there is a counterbalance that they could take full advantage of the rest they're going to get in between. But they haven't looked the same. They haven't looked as the PSG that I was scared of for what I've seen.
So, saying that then, there's a possibility you don't even play PSG.
Yeah, there is. Right. Because Chelsea beat them and Chelsea could do it off. And if they do that, I'm skanking to the guys. Like I said,
on that note, wait, Aki. On that note, let's share whilst you're still talking, let's share what the draw actually looks like. So,
yeah,
this is what we're facing, guys. And
wait, this is a world's first for One True Red. This infographic.
You're welcome.
Hype up a little bit, man. Jeez.
You've done it. Well, you're welcome, Aki. But yeah, this is what the draw is looking like. That left-hand side where Liverpool are, and then obviously we'll come on to talk about the easiest run to a final known to the Champions League history for Arsenal. But on that left-hand side, yeah, on that left-hand side, you were talking. Uche, you're saying PSG might not actually get past Chelsea.
Yeah. There's a big potential of that happening, honestly, because what they surprise obviously is a different manager now, but it could happen. You can't write them off. You got big time players like Palmer. I'm sure Pedro would show up and all that kind of stuff. Once you know a route how to beat a team, there's a chance. But I still expect us to be facing PSG in that next round if we obviously go past the Galatasaray, which I fully expect. And then we'll see. But like I said, the good news about that side of the draw, as bad as it was at the time, is that we're not going to face all those three teams at the bottom. We can only face one of those. So anyhow, we come out that side, that whoever comes out the other side has actually been in wars. So if you out of those three, whether that's Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, or Man City, they would have played each other and there'll be some scars there left over, and then it's up to us to see if we could take advantage. But I'll say it again, if we get to that final, I have zero doubt we'll be champions. I'll tell you that now for free.
All right, the bully Tuesday's back. Bully Tuesday's back. Go on, Aki.
I think we shouldn't forget that PSG were pretty poor up until this stage last season, and then they came up with some ridiculous run and won the Champions League. But I agree. I don't think it's a given for Paris, for PSG against Chelsea, to be honest with you. I think that'll be quite a tight game for them. For sure, the winners are coming from the left-hand side of the draw. I can't see the winners coming from the right-hand side of the draw. Barcelona, probably the best team on that side. They've got defensive frailties. They play massively high line. They give us a good game, but I wouldn't be afraid of any of the teams on the right-hand side, if I'm completely honest with you. That is just it's just literally they got given a golden bye to the final, Arsenal. If they can't get, and if they can't get to the final this year, I don't think they will, to be honest with you. I don't think they win any trophies this season, but you're never getting a better opportunity in the history of Arsenal Football Club in terms of the Premier League and Champions League than you are this season.
Just on that, you were saying about you think the winner's going to come from the left. Well, on that right hand side, I think there's only one Barcelona, the only ones who've actually won it. So that's probably why.
That's right. The rest are just used to either getting close or not getting there at all. They've got very good experience of not getting there at all. A lot of them on that side. In fact, this is like Disneyland to most of them there. So, yeah.
Well, I think actually Bodo won 2 games. They didn't win any games until after Christmas. Then I think they beat City, and they won another big game. Sporting, I think, got very, very lucky to qualify. Actually, most of the teams on that side of the draw are pretty poor. Even the English clubs on that side of the draw are pretty poor. Newcastle and Tottenham, the 2 worst English clubs in the Champions League.
Yeah, but let's not do this. Like,
what are we not doing? What are we not doing?
You're happy with the draw, right?
Well, don't interject. I didn't break your speech. So basically, you're kind of shutting down Tottenham and Newcastle. They did their job.
Yeah, they did.
They finished in the top 8. Well, Newcastle didn't, but Tottenham did their job. Yeah. If everyone did their jobs, there wouldn't be complaints from people.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that. But teams aren't doing their job.
Yeah.
Last season, PSG didn't do their job, and there were teams this season that didn't do their job. Madrid shouldn't be playing in a playoff. Simple as that. They didn't do their job. If everyone does their job, then the draw will be more evenly split. But they're not, so it is what it is.
Definitely. That's the advantage of coming top. Again, I know we got the unlucky draw last year. Arsenal have got the good draw for doing the job they needed to do, which is come top of the table. And they got that side of the draw, and it's all good. We didn't get it, but they got it this year. It happens. So it's all about going to go and fulfill the fixtures now. Let's see what you're all about when you're the favourites in every stage.
They changed the rules this year, so it favoured Arsenal when they finished top. So we didn't have the same rules this season that we did last season.
No, they didn't change the rules.
They changed the rule.
Not in that way.
Listen, they changed the rule that basically Arsenal now will will be at home for the second leg.
What's that got to do with the teams they draw? You moron.
that gives advantage. Surely,
yeah, but the thing is, Aki, it's not like everybody knew before a ball was kicked. That was the advantage of being top. So go ahead and be top and get that advantage. So you can't say like.
I'm pretty sure they got seeded as well because they were first. They couldn't get.
No, but it's no revelation here, Aki, is what I'm trying to say. It's not like you didn't get the same opportunity. Everybody knew that coming top there's an advantage. Yeah. So the fact that you didn't come top, that's on everybody else. You can't label that on Arsenal, surely.
I'm not. But what I am saying though, if you look at, say, on the left, you've got the team that finished second and the team that finished third. You got it's a much harder draw on the left hand side. There's no doubt about it. The biggest games of the night are going to come from the teams on the left, not on the right.
Yeah, but like I said, that's what happens with the draw. What can you do? If you win your games, like Mikey has already said, you might be on the other side of the draw. Who knows? But they weren't, so they are where they are.
Don't get me wrong. I think we can still win it, especially if Isaac comes back. I think the football that we're playing at the moment probably more suits European football.
Definitely.
So we've got a good chance, to be honest with you. Let's just see.
Honestly, I think we do. I just didn't like the possible quarterfinalists. But if we get through that, after that, I'm not worried about that bottom half of the other the semi-final at all. Like zero worries whatsoever. So yeah, we'll see.
Uche, even you said that PSG is the one that you wanted to avoid on that quarterfinal side, but even they, what was the final result against Monaco the other day?
I'm saying they needed the red cards. They're not the same, man. They're not the same team. So, but I know that they have everything that we struggle against. You know, pace. Everything we don't like: pace, skill, the ability to last 90 minutes. I mean, I could go
run.
So it's a lot of. That's why I just never really wanted anything to do with them at all. However, if you're gonna get knocked out, as always, you know, as much as people don't like to admit, you rather get knocked out. You know, if I'm gonna get to the final, I want to play every day, all day, every day, every team on that right, every single one of them. Give it to me now, please. Inject it in my veins every single time without fail. If I'm gonna get to a Champions League final, I want any of those guys, all day, every day.
I hear you, but Mikey, you're being quite quiet here. You must be over the moon with the.
There's a lot of anger and angst over that side. I'm cool. I'm just listening.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm a viewer. I'm just tuned in.
Your view, but let's have your comments on the draw. Firstly, on the Liverpool side of the draw, and then on what Arsenal are facing ahead of them coming up.
On the Liverpool side of the draw, I think you've got one of the easiest last 16 ties in Galatasaray.
You say that, but just before you go on, you say we've never beaten them at their ground, and we're away first leg. So
good job that you get 2 legs then. So
it is, yeah.
You need to beat them. So basically, you've got the easiest, and we saw Galatasaray against Juve. There's no way that Juve should have let Galatasaray pass them. Exactly. But they managed to, and now you've got that. So it's a free hit, as far as I'm concerned, into that quarterfinal. The quarterfinal could be difficult if it's PSG, but Chelsea could pull a number on them. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The section, as Uche outlined, that you wanted to avoid was that bottom half section with Madrid, City, and Bayern in. But essentially, you'd have to play 2 or 3 top teams anyway if you're going to win the thing.
Unless you're on the Arsenal side of the draw.
Well, we'd still have to play 2. We'd have to play Barca and then meet one of you guys in the final, Man City, Madrid, or Bayern. So what we're doing here is 2 or 3 teams that you have to beat.
I like the way he summarized that.
Break it down into its simplest terms.
You done well there. Well done. That's a good one. I like that.
Listen, before the draw, I'd like the viewers to know that I posted up some stuff in the forum, and I called this. I said I wanted them guys on your side of the draw, and they're there. So I'm happy.
Yep, you gotta be happy. How can you not be happy with that? How can an Arsenal fan not be happy with that draw? It's impossible.
Listen, until Barcelona, there shouldn't be a problem. And even Barcelona could get knocked out by Atletico, because Atletico have had a couple of decent games against them.
Get knocked out by Newcastle.
Well, Hey, listen, at St. James.
Listen, man, Aki, let me tell you something. Yeah, let me tell you something about this team. Yeah, it's not a fluke what happened to them against Atletico. I know you guys think is the Spanish Cup or whatever, right? They were able to just kill them on that high line, absolutely smash them to pieces. And I'm telling you, man, Gordon is pretty much. I was looking up the stats on this for something else. Gordon is the fastest player in the league, and Gordon is playing up front. Trust me. Gordon is going to play up front. You just need to release him, and he will get in. And there is no way on this planet they're catching him.
And they lost, didn't they? In the league stage, they lost, didn't they, to Barcelona?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That at the end of the day, it can be like that. They could beat
Where was Gordon's face then?
Sorry?
Right. Honestly, are you telling me that? So let's just say you were going to put down a tenner. You're going to put it down on Newcastle to beat Barcelona.
Yeah, I might do that. I might just do that.
Good value, no?
He's a good value, man. I'm telling you.
All right,
because
so let's predict the winners then from each one of these ties, because it seems like you guys are going on some crazy thing. So you're predicting
it's not that crazy. It's football, man.
Well, you're predicting that Barcelona are gonna. So Newcastle will qualify ahead of Barcelona.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Newcastle on that one. Yeah. If you ask me that direct question, I'm going with Newcastle. Yes.
Well,
I'm not. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a close tie, but I think Barcelona will edge it. But I do think, as Uche said, Barcelona that high line is beatable, and that's the reason why they're going to struggle to win this tournament, because you can just do pap, and you're in 1-on-1. So I think it'll be close. I think Barcelona will win that one for me.
They've got the best front line, though, if you ask me. They've got Yamal, probably
they have
Lamine Yamal, the Moroccan.
Yeah,
the Moroccan. Did I say that?
Spanish international. Yeah, go
on. He's not playing for no.
He's the wannabe now, but he wishes he did actually, because we got more chance to win. We got more chance to win the World Cup than they do.
Oh,
anyway, we do.
And you won Euros already.
You got, yeah, but African nation bigger. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked. You got Lewandowski up top.
What did you win?
Lewandowski.
Yeah, Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
I didn't even catch that, Uche. But who actually?
Lewandowski, bro.
Yeah, you know that striker. And then you've got Rashford, and Rashford's on form. You know, I've always thought Rashford is a good player. So you can talk about a high line, but you got to be able to keep a clean sheet. And I don't see many teams that
can Barca.
Huh?
You got to be able to keep a clean sheet. Can Barca?
No, but Barcelona will outscore you though. Like, honestly, all right, let's go through it anyway. Who do you reckon?
Yeah,
Mikey?
Quick fire though.
Newcastle.
Quick fire. Let's not
Barcelona versus Atletico for me.
Newcastle versus Atletico for me.
Yeah.
Aki, what are you saying?
Barca, Atletico.
Okay. And then Bodo Glimt Sporting. I'm going Bodo.
Nah, do you know what? I think Bodo got lucky because it's freezing right now in Norway. But by the time these games start, it's not going to be as cold, so they won't have that.
I mean, they
advantage.
beat
Inter in
yeah, but it was like minus. Yeah, I don't know about.
They beat them home and away, by the way.
I'm going to go Sporting anyway.
Sporting, okay. Uche?
I'm doing Bodo versus Arsenal.
Bodo versus Arsenal. That's what I'm doing as well, actually. But just on the Arsenal game, so there's a stat I posted up in our chat. So alongside the Galatasaray stat about Liverpool have never beaten them in Turkey, Bayer Leverkusen have progressed from 4 of their 5 major European knockout ties against English clubs. The one team that did knock them out was Liverpool, 2004-05. And obviously what happened there, Mikey, do you remember? We went on to win the trophy. So maybe it's a good omen for you, or maybe you're going to be one of the 5 or 4, that they didn't beat, or they beat, I should say. So one or the other for you.
Leverkusen are poor. I think we beat them this season as well.
Listen, it will be very, very disappointing if we were to go out to Leverkusen.
I
think that'd be an understatement. I think that'd be an understatement. But let's do the left-hand side then. So we're saying Galatasaray, Liverpool going through, Mikey?
Yeah. Probably by +5 goals as well.
We don't need any of that.
You said last time though.
Thank you for the offer. We don't need any of that. Thank you for the offer. We don't need any of that.
I know you don't, because you're going to get enough goals.
I don't need any of that. I'll take my 1 goal advantage and move on.
No, you won't. You don't want no squeaky bum time in this time.
No, I'll take it, man. As long as we're through to the next round, I'm
good. Man? Icardi!
That's it. All right. Yeah, Icardi. Yeah. Okay. Can he even run still?
Who's the other one?
Can he even run still? Those guys are jokers, man.
Hey, they are bad. Sane could do something against you.
Sane didn't look interested when he came on. It was like, allow this, man. What is this?
What are you doing?
It was mad.
Aki, what are you saying?
I'm going to go. It's going to be a repeat of last season. So Liverpool, PSG.
Liverpool, PSG. Okay, nobody thinks Chelsea are going to do
I think they've got a chance.
They could do it.
But they'll do it.
I think they could definitely do it, but I'm still gonna go. As much as I don't want it to happen, I'm still gonna go PSG Liverpool.
Mikey, you saying the same?
Yeah. Although Chelsea do have a chance.
Yeah, for sure. They've got the stuff that can hurt this PSG team, but then PSG they can turn it on when they want sometimes, and they did that against Monaco. So yeah, we'll see on that one. Real Madrid against Man City. Had all the Real Madrid players, their hierarchy all saying before the draw, we all know it's going to be Man City. And it was Man City. Who's going to come out of this one?
This is the toughest of the lot, man.
I'll go City. Madrid are poor. Well, they look poor this season anyway.
They don't look good. And Mbappe's been injured half the time. I know Mbappe's record this season is crazy, but the fact that he's in and out of the team at the moment, when are these ties played actually? That makes a difference.
End of March,
say that again?
End of March, beginning of April.
So if Mbappe's back fully flying, then Madrid have a chance. If he isn't, then no chance.
Yeah, no chance.
They looked toothless against Benfica the other day, and they had to put Vinny up front. They just looked like nothing going forward. So
but he guarantees you goals though. That's the other thing. So you're always in like with a shout when you got him in your team. He destroys us anyway.
Well,
what?
No comment. Atalanta against Bayern Munich. Obviously, Bayern are going to smash this lot up.
I don't know about smashing, but they win.
They'll smash them up.
I don't know about smashing.
They'll smash them up.
That's fine.
Nah.
Easy win for Munich there. Easy win.
So who are we saying is coming out? Let's leave Liverpool. Say who's coming out of Bayern Munich against City?
Who said anything about City? I didn't say anything about City.
We have said City are going through.
Nah, I'm going for Real Madrid because I think Mbappe will be fine. I think he's probably not going to kick a ball till that moment. but like you guys said, if he's not there, there's nothing to talk about. But I fully expect him to be there. And I definitely have Real Madrid going through purely. If Mbappe is not there, forget it.
Okay.
I'll go City Bayern.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter who comes out on that side anyway, because Bayern Munich looks strong.
No, I think it'd be City Bayern, and then I think it'd be Liverpool City in the semis.
Yeah, it'll be Liverpool Bayern. I think that's what I'm going for.
I think Liverpool Bayern as well. Bayern.
Diaz to come back to Anfield and get a nice reception.
Hey, it's written
before he gets slapped out.
95th-minute winner for Diaz.
Yeah.
Nah,
be a nice little handshake. Kane can dream about the Champions League final, but it wasn't to be.
But Bayern play at home in the second leg, right?
Oh yeah, they would do actually. Actually, you know what? I'm changing. Real Madrid. Actually, it doesn't matter. I think apparently the way it works, that whoever knocks them out takes over that home advantage.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so. Need to check that. Which is a bit strange. So I think no matter what, we can't get that off them.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's how they do it. How they did it. So Arsenal can give a home advantage to whoever they get knocked out. I think that's how they did it. Need to check.
Yeah, we won't be giving it.
So, Mikey, you're saying
is that home advantage up until the semis or up until the quarters?
Semis.
For people
we get it. We get it if we finish third and fourth, Aki. So we get in the quarterfinal, but we don't get it again. So in the semis, we're away first leg.
Cool. Fair enough.
So we're looking at Arsenal on the right-hand side to make that final, is what you're saying, Mikey?
It's what everyone's saying.
Comfortable, yeah?
I'm not saying it's
comfortable. Make the final, no.
I'm saying that Barca and Atletico will be tough in the semi. We beat Atletico already this season, so I'd rather play them in the semi-final. And I actually think that they'll probably beat Barcelona. So I think that will be it. And so we'll be in the final against
Arsenal will make the final.
Bayern Munich
out in the semis. Arsenal will go out in the semi-final, even though they will be favourites in that semi-final. Yeah. Well, it depends, like you said. I think to Atletico Madrid, actually.
Nah. I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be, and mark my words, it'll be Barcelona versus Arsenal semi-final. Arsenal will get knocked out quite convincingly. Liverpool versus City in the other semi-final. Liverpool will win. And then there'll be Liverpool-Barcelona final.
Oh, well done.
Okay.
Bayern
All
Munich
right,
are going to be in the semi though. So
Bayern Munich will lose to City, unfortunately.
nah.
That's a good story, though.
They will.
It's a good story.
This version
I
of City
can't
is a good version. Like I think they're very.
This
They're
version's
a
a
lot
good
more,
version now.
no, I think they're a lot more solid. So like
Wait,
you know,
no. This version's a good version, is what you just said.
Yeah, now he's
Yeah.
saying that because of the new signing.
Because
It's
last
January.
week when we were talking about the Premier League,
yeah. I
everything's
said they're
bad.
gonna win it. Huh?
Everything's bad. Last week, Premier League chat, everything's bad.
Yeah.
This week,
It is.
Champions League chat, City are there.
Nah, you're not making any sense, mate. You're not making any sense.
Yeah, I'm not the one making sense.
No. What I meant to say is that you can see with the City team where it's going, and
Where are they
reckon
going?
They're going to win the Premier League, and then they're going to get knocked out by us in the Champions League. But it'll be a better team, I think, than his previous versions. I think this team has got a lot more strength. It's got a lot more pace. They're a lot more direct. So they're better to watch, if you ask me. It's just that their defense is a bit of a shambles still. So they need to get a centre back.
Guys, are you letting him off
I mean-
with this chat?
Aki, you're not
I'm
being allegations that you don't watch football matches, mate. Because this Man City team a better team to watch than what? What have you been watching?
No, because I think their all conquering team wasn't a pretty watch. I think it was just pass. It was quite boring at some points, really. And they were so much. And they were so much better than their opponents. Whereas this team has got a bit more jeopardy about them. They're a much better watch.
That don't make them better then.
Yeah,
What's
better,
going
I get
on?
you.
Guys,
better,
It's
as
because
better as a Liverpool fan.
It's because
But
they can
for
see
me,
goals now. It's because
Yeah.
they can see goals now and lose games. That makes them a
they're
better
a better
watch.
team. Okay.
Okay, I get it. No, that's fine. That's good. All right, guys.
Anyway.
All right, lads. So Champions League. Yeah, the draw has happened. It could be an Arsenal-Liverpool final come May.
Yep.
Uche, what's happening with your bookings? Did you press the cancel button when you saw the draw end?
Keep the bookings in, Uche.
It's called free cancellation. Have you ever heard of that technology, mate? So don't watch.
You don't need to cancel.
Why would I need to cancel? Like, what's changed?
Exactly.
I don't get it. Why would I need to click the button?
Answer.
It's all done, man. It's all fully
Send the
locked in.
details, man.
We're locked in. We're locked in, locked and loaded. You guys are too late. You didn't believe in your team. You're waiting to this. If you wait this late, you snooze, you lose.
No,
You're
you've got the booking. I don't need the booking if you've got it.
You're not taking my booking. You're not taking my booking to watch out.
You're not going to be there.
Nah. I mean, actually, I can't go out on a limb. Not with PSG there. I can't do it. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Can't do
What,
it.
were you going to confirm the booking?
Nah, I can't be done. Can't be done. I'm not gonna do any chat until PSG is out of the way. Once that's out of the way, I'll be back. I'll be back out.
See,
for that.
you have to earn the right, Uche. You can't be a
We did
fair
any
weather fan.
stipulations before.
No, it's not about
so-
fair weather. Aki. I just know that a team that gives us problems, and I cannot see how we solve the problems that they're gonna give us unless they are physically not where, which they've been showing, they're not where they should be. I just don't think that we have the tools to beat a team like that. I generally think it's our kryptonite. It's a big
I
problem.
don't even think so. You know what? I think last season they hit their peak, and it was a bit of an anomaly.
I agree with you.
I don't think they're that team that you think they are.
No, they're not. I don't think they are. But the problem
No,
is,
but you have regressed.
no, yeah, that's the problem, Aki.
What's going on here?
Aki, if it was the same team of us last season, I would totally agree. The problem is, Aki, we've regressed. So
Yeah, but weren't you saying last week how we're back?
yeah, we are, but no way. Come on, man.
You were talking about undefeated runs where we won 2 games.
Don't be silly. Man. You can't compare this current iteration of this Liverpool squad to last season. Like,
Yeah, same with PSG. I was reading an article the other day where Dembele was criticizing some players
issues. Yeah,
for not working hard enough, and that
I'm telling you,
some players are just playing for themselves.
I agree with you. But what I'm trying to tell you is that unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to go above it until I see what I need to see. That's the issue that we're going to have to do. So for me, until I see anything different, I'm 50-50 on it. I'm not gonna say come here with bravado, so we'll see. I do think we can hopefully pull it up. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think as long as we keep it tight and he doesn't try any shenanigans of where we go gung ho. If we do that, we'll get slaughtered.
There's no danger of that, Aki.
I was going to say,
no danger of go home.
No, but I mean, at the beginning of the season, we were getting trounced because we were just playing far too attacking.
No, at the beginning of the season, you were winning games.
Exactly. The first 6 games we were, and then after that we started losing.
I think it was 8 actually in all comps, but yeah. Anyway, guys, all right. Look, we're gonna leave it there. Before we do that though, Mikey, just a question for you: if Arsenal do not make the final of this tournament,
no, Arteta will stay.
No.
He was going to ask.
I wasn't even going to ask about Arteta. I was going to say, is it a failure for Arsenal if given this draw that you don't make it to the Arsenal?
It's not a failure. It's disappointing. Because if we lost to Barca or Atletico, you'd still be disappointed, but it's not a failure. If you lose before then, it's a failure.
Yeah.
I deserve to go if you lose to Leverkusen.
I completely agree with that statement. I mean, it's a failure if you start losing. There's nothing you can say that will justify a team of Arsenal's caliber to lose to Leverkusen or Bodo Glimt or Sporting Lisbon, no matter how well they've done, no matter the story. But if you lost to Barcelona or Atletico, yeah, it's a fair cut. It's a fair statement. I would say.
History.
Yeah. But you say Arsenal's history. There isn't one, is there, in the Champions League? So
that's what I mean. But part of
doesn't even register.
It's leading to those teams in the semi-finals and the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, it's like them. To me, Arsenal fans should always be happy to be in the semi-final Champions League because you can literally count how many times they've done it in the entire history.
There you go.
It's not something that they do.
No,
so I don't know why Rel is asking these questions. Like literally, you can count on one hand how many times they made.
Rel, he's going at you again.
So it's
always. The reason I'm asking these questions, Uche, is that I want Mikey to give us his view as an Arsenal fan, not your.
No, but he says his views. But at the end of the day, I know their history. I know almost any team's history in the Champions League. And again, it's very difficult to make a big case for a team who you can count on one hand. They've made the Champions League semi-final, and you're telling them that blah blah blah. Like, get real, man. Like, you're playing Barcelona, Atletico. Atletico has been in the final 3 times. Barcelona has been in many finals. So losing to them is not a thing. You've got to be fair. Be fair in your assessment. Don't ask questions like that. It's disrespectful to those players, to those teams. They should be skanking. You know that. I know that. Right? It's not like us.
You know they aren't.
Oh, what happened to Rel?
What's happened to Rel? It's disappeared.
Rel's like, no, I'm not having this no more.
I'm not having this. You really said that I'm out of here. I can't be dealing with this.
The fact of the matter is that no team in Europe wants to play Arsenal. You can say
not
about
this current form. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's no way you want to play Arsenal. It doesn't make sense. You wouldn't selectively want to play Arsenal. No, it's not. It doesn't make sense to say that. I think that's clear. I mean, I agree with you. What I'm saying is that when you get to those semi-final, one final away, everybody's gonna reset and say, "Hang on a minute, not being funny. This club is not renowned for being here. So why are we shook? We shouldn't be that super shook. Just do your job." And I mean, Arsenal fans know that they have to be, fair to yourselves here. So I think you made a very, very fair assessment, which is very unusual for you. I don't know if you're shook or what. But, it was fair. They have to give you the props. But Rel just asking some weird ass questions sometimes. But here he is. They realize.
Yeah, I'm here, Uche. Weird questions. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's what we're doing now. All right, let's just finish off. Look, we're gonna finish up in a couple of minutes. Let's just finish off quickly with previews of the games this week. So, Liverpool, we are at home to West Ham. We've had the team news this morning. Uche, no Verts again. He's out.
What are you doing, Ro? Oh, right, it's past 6:30 now. Anyway.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I thought he would make it, obviously, but West Ham will try and make it hard for us in some ways. But the good thing about West Ham, they don't really score that many goals. So as long as we keep it like we did last week in that dreadful match, and we don't concede any goals, we should win the game. And that's what we have to keep doing, and then move on to the next game. That's what we can do.
Yep, exactly. And Aki, nice try. You were trying to fool Mikey into thinking that Wirtz was fit. I think Mikey's got internet. I think he's got
Yeah,
a
I would like
mobile
to think
phone.
he's got internet. That is
I
not.
think he can check these things for himself. So
He can get information himself,
You never know. You never know. But we should be looking to win every single game from now until the end of the season, if I'm honest.
plus the Champions League games as well, yeah.
And the Champions League games, yeah. I think if he wants to save himself a job, really. Ultimately, no way we should be losing against West Ham. Should definitely be keeping a clean sheet. With or without Wirtz, we should be winning that game 2 or 3-0. Anything less, shambles.
Shambles. 3 points will do me. Thank you very much. Ain't no shambles with 3 points. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah,
I'll take it 3 points, but we need a better performance than we had.
Oh yeah, definitely. Based on what we saw in that 45 minutes was.
Can it get worse?
Disgraceful. No, it can't get worse than that. He physically cannot get any worse than that 45 minutes. You actually can't even try to do worse than that. It doesn't get any worse. You're having a team literally outplay you, and you're like holding on, and they felt like they're the ones chasing Champions League football. It was ridiculous. But again, one thing I now realize, what Aki's point, I'm looking at the teams that we're playing next 2, 3, at least 3 or 4 game weeks. They can't bang. So you just have to make sure they don't score first. And you should win the game.
Do you know what? I saw a stat this week about players that have scored their only goal of the season, and there's like 7 of them, and they're all against Liverpool. So let's not do the can't bang thing, because
no, but they can't. It's just what it is. When they end up doing it against you, whether you call it unlucky or whatever, you just have to look at the numbers. The numbers are that the teams that we're playing are just about averaging a goal a game in the whole league so far. So it gives you confidence that you know that if you score first, you're going to win the game. They don't score goals. So if you now mess up, that's your own problem. That's nothing to do with the facts don't change.
No, I think Nunes normally has a number against us, but I think West Ham are a shambles, really, and we're at home. So
you mean Nuno, not Nunes? Okay.
Aki, man.
I realized, like, what are you talking about? Then I realized.
You said Nuno.
I went Nuno. Yeah, same difference, man.
All right, same difference, yeah. Okay, Chelsea against Arsenal against Chelsea on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Any news that you want to tell us, Mikey? Anything that's come out of the week, the press conference, if it's happened yet?
Nah, Esteval's out, Cucurella's out. I'm glad Esteval's not playing. Fofana suspended from the last game. So, yeah, should be 3 points. 3 point City.
Smoky settings for both our teams. That's what we're saying.
Nah, I'm not saying that. You're saying that.
Speak up.
I think Chelsea will win the game. I think they will.
I don't even need smoky settings. I just need wins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Count them down until the last game of the season. 9 wins.
I fully expect Palmer and Pedro to show up. I think it's a big game, and I expect them to show up. I think, they're gonna shock the world.
What are they gonna do?
Shock the world.
Well, I think the last game was a draw, and Chelsea spent like
last game was an Arsenal win.
No, not in the Carabao Cup in the league. We don't talk about worthless cups here, but
right, you won it this season. We won worthless.
We've won it a record number of times. You never ever see us skanking over it. And you haven't even won it yet. You haven't even won it yet. I said, have you even won it yet?
Is it worthless?
When you win it, come talk.
Is it worthless?
Anyway, so
wait. MP Aki, is it worthless?
It's a cup on its own that's worthless. With other cups,
squirming everywhere. That's what you do.
With other cups, it's worth something. So when you win it as part of a double, or when you win it as part of a treble, or whatever, it's worth something. On its own, if you win a worthless cup and you finish 5th in the league. Anyway, my point being is back in November, Arsenal drew with Chelsea, and Chelsea had a man down for about 50 or 60 minutes. So it's not going to be smoky settings for Arsenal. No chance. I personally think Chelsea could do a number on Arsenal.
I think the best you're going to get is a draw, to be honest. But
yeah,
that's my.
What's the score, Aki?
I had it down as a draw. I'll stay as a draw. 1-1.
I'm doing a number on us. Oh, okay.
They could potentially, in the same way you said potentially Chelsea could beat PSG, but then put PSG to go through. So it's the same kind of flex as that.
You said you think Chelsea can do a number on us.
And they can.
I'm going to predict a draw.
That makes up for
Yeah,
it, man.
you can't just.
Uche, you saying they're going to win though? You said they're going to.
Yeah. I think obviously it's going to be a shock. It's going to be difficult. I'm going for 2-1 though. I'm going for 2-1. I just feel like these guys are big, so-called big game players. I expect big performance from Palmer and Pedro.
You know what? With Verts out now, I think that West Ham are going to smoke you.
Well, with just Verts, yeah, the same Verts that you were just. Now he's not
Because
so key.
I saw you against Nottingham Forest, mate.
Yeah, that's a good point. To be honest, that shutdown country, once he says that, it's like kryptonite. You don't even have any comeback. Nah, we're at home, man. We're at home. We'll be all right, man. We'll be all right.
All right, then. All right, lads. Okay, well, the draw has been not what we were expecting for as Liverpool
It was
fans.
definitely what we was expecting. I posted it up.
Not what we were expecting as Liverpool fans, as I said.
Not what you wanted.
Arsenal fans are sitting pretty, but I'll say this: if they don't make that final, Gabby won. If they don't,
Look, that's why he froze. That's why you froze.
That's why you froze.
Blasphemy.
doesn't make that final, if Arsenal don't make that final, it's a massive flop. It's a massive flop, and it falls at the door of the manager, Mr.
There's
Arteta.
the hater.
Lads,
Sure you know.
we're gonna wrap it up there.
Not
Thanks,
even a
guys,
half
for joining in.
hater.
Thanks for joining in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you again on Sunday, live on Sunday, when we'll know whether or not Chelsea have shocked the world. Or if, as Mikey said, West Ham are going to smash us up. See you all guys on Sunday. Take it easy, and we're out.